Well, good evening again, everybody, and welcome back to another Project Cars 2 Indycar live stream on this fine and very hot Sunday evening. I'll be your host again, Reese26, and just about to get ready and underway for qualifying. And yeah, hopefully this won't be too chaotic like the last race we had, because the last race was very, very chaotic. So that's all I hope for, was some good, clean racing. That's what we were hoping for. So let's have a look now. So I think we have a new driver. I think this is him. Yes, Chaos Punks 82. So he's a new driver for this league. I haven't really seen the pace or what he's done, but immediately cutting the white line coming out of the pits. So that's a big no-no. Yeah, I haven't seen what he's done. But yeah, I hope to see he has a good race, and you know, where he finishes will be good. So yeah, let's take a look who else is on track. So you've got Polux 81, who's just come out onto the track. You've got Chaos Punks, as we've seen. Batterbones, probably one of the favourites to win this race. I've seen his pace in the practices, and he's been very, very quick. Graham, again, don't count him out. It's going to be a battle between these two. Matastrophic UK is back again. Sully 14 is in the pits. So he won the last couple of races, but but will he be able to win the Monza? I don't really know. As far as I've seen from his pace wise, he hasn't been very good. And then you've got Daz, who is clearly I'm going to use the word again, a dark horse for this race. So I've seen his pace as well in the practices, and he's been very, very quick. We normally call him the gearbox master. So he knows how to work around a gearbox, especially around Monza. Monza is one of his speciality tracks, so he knows what he's doing. But let's try and have a look, see if we can catch anyone on a lap. I think Chaos Punks, yes. So we're just going to follow Chaos Punks now. He's going to go on to his first flying lap. Coming down to turn 1 now. Bring it down into first gear. You want to get the first gear in these Indy cars. You want to get the best traction coming out the corners. A little bit of wheel spin coming out the exit there, but it isn't too bad. Now coming through the Curva Grande, I think this is called now. I think it's called the Curva Grande. And then coming up under the bridge, which the bridge is not actually there in real life anymore, but they still have the bridge in this game. Breaking into, taking that in first gear. Very, very different there. So usually a lot of people take that in second, but then they come up to the first of the Lesmos. Lesmo 1 takes it very nice. Oh, goes a little bit wide onto the curb there. You don't want to go onto the curb, it sucks you in. Taken to the second Lesmo now. Oh, goes very wide and gets a wheel spin. That goes into the wall. Oh, that's first qualifying run for Chaos Punks, and he's gone into the wall. So that's not what you want to see. So let's stick with Bad to Bones now. Let's see what lap time he can do. So he's coming up to the first of the Lesmos now. So Lesmo 1 takes that round in third gear, takes it very nicely. Coming up to the second Lesmo. Again, don't want to run too wide, which he's done very nicely. Now we're coming up to the long straight up to Ascari. Again, you want to take this pretty fast. It's a pretty fast corner. Takes a left and take this. This completely flat out here. Don't want to run too wide because the curb sucks you in. And now running up down the long straight onto the last corner, which is the Parabolica. So as we see, Graham straight off the bat has done a 1:29.8. So that is the benchmark to beat. But we're going to stick with Bad to Bones now. See what he can do. He's coming down the last straight now. Is he going to be able to beat a 1:29.8? Coming across the line. And he's done a 1:28.7. That is a very, very, very quick time. Very quick time. And if anybody can try and match that, that is unreal pace from Bad to Bones. Absolutely unreal pace. So let's see. I want to go on to Sully 14. I'm not sure whether he's on a flying lap, but we're just going to stick with him for now. And I think there's Chaos Punks in the background. They're getting very slidey on the exit there, but there we go. Sully 14 coming on to the Parabolica. Such a quick corner in these Indy cars. You don't realise how quickly you can actually take them. There he goes, coming down the start finish straight now. Is he on a lap? I don't really know, but we're going to find out if he comes across the line. He was a lap, but he's done a 1:31.5, so 2.8 seconds off the pace of Bad to Bones, so a lot of work to do. But the guy I want to try and follow is Daz UK. He's currently going very slowly. I think letting some traffic through. Yeah, he's letting some traffic through. Oh, what's he doing? He's actually stopping. Is he stopping on the track? Has he got a problem? No, he's getting the car going. No, he hasn't got a problem, so it's all good. Grizzly Graham getting come across the line is 1:29.7, so he's improved, but he's still 1 second off from Bad to Bones. So a lot of work to be done by these guys if they want to catch him, because 1:28.7 is a hell of a lap around here. That is very quick for these Indy cars. I know obviously F1 cars can do like sub 120s, but for these Indy cars to do a 1:28.7 is very, very quick. So who else we're looking at? We're going to look at O'Sully 14's come up to Ascari. Got a bit of traffic ahead of him. Might hinder him coming through Ascari. It's going to lose him a lot of downforce. 3/10 up on this lap. Gets a little bit of a slipstream effect. Now running up to the Parabolica now. Takes it very clean, takes it very nice. Now coming out onto the last straight now. Is he going to be able to prove his time? He's 2.8 seconds off the pace. And he does improve as a 1:31.0 and still 2.3 seconds off the pace from Bad to Bones. So Bad to Bones has set the benchmark here. Really has set the benchmark. But this is the guy I want to look at, Daz UK. Monza is one of his special tracks, and I know he can be very quick around here, but is he going to be able to have enough time to try and get onto pole position? As I'm just reading through the chat. Oh no, crashes in here. I don't want to see crashing here, but yeah, he's coming through to under the bridge now. You want to brake just as you get from under the bridge there. Don't want to hit the sausage curbs. They're basically like mountains around this track. It's actually ridiculous. But 23 seconds up, I'd say, yeah, that's pretty good, because considering he done a 1:56 with his last lap. Coming through the first Lesmo now. Takes it nice. Second Lesmo. Don't want to run too wide, which he's done beautifully. Now coming onto the long straight, come up to Ascari. This is the deal breaker here, this corner. If you can make or break your lap here, because this corner is so quick in these Indy cars. Drop standing into the second. This bit can be flat out here. Don't run a one too wide, and he's done that very well. And he's coming down to up to the Parabolica now. Drops down into the second, so not as quick as what he could have done. Now coming down to the main start finish straight. Is he going to be able to snatch anywhere near the front row of the grid? No, only does a 1:32.3, so that's pretty poor pace for Daz. I'm not going to lie, considering the practice runs he done, but it's not really very good pace here. So who else can we see? We're just going to look back at Bad to Bones. There's currently 6 minutes left in qualifying. And coming around the last corner now. Is he going to be able to improve on his time? No, he's 2 attempts down, so it doesn't improve on his lap time. But he's going to try and go again there. Really, it's such a quick lap, 1:28.7. Absolutely mega lap from him. Let's see who else is on the track, who's on the lap. We've got Osali 14 in third. Chaos Punks is in fourth place with a 1:33. So, obviously he's a new driver to this league. I haven't seen him do any practice runs. Running all the assists off, so good on him. But this looks like he might be his outlap, as his engine temperature is quite low, so you're going to want to build that engine temperature. And does the Sully 14 improve? No, he's still got a 1:30.2, so I don't know whether that's a little bit of improvement, I don't know, but trying to see who else is on the track. We've got Pollux, he's done a 1:31.3. Daz with a 1:30.3, so he's improved his time. He's got himself into 5th place, but Chaos Punks looks like he's just about to come up to start a lap now. flying down the straight. Let's see what top speed he can get down here. ...183 miles an hour before coming onto the brakes there. So, a little bit slower than what some other people would do. Now, I've seen people do... like 190s and stuff like that. Very, very quick times, but... as we see... it's coming around the corner now. It's come up to under the bridge. Takes that very nice. You don't want to run onto the curb, but he's currently 7 thousandths down on his time, so he's not improving on this run. He needs to have very quick Lesmos here. Lesmo 1 was good. Now coming up to Lesmo 2. Runs a little bit wide. Oh, that's not what you want to do. And he's... so clearly pushing the car and giving it everything he's got to try and get onto the front row or even pole position if he can. Oh, so committed to going into Ascari there. This bit's absolutely flat. He's 4 tenths down, so not going to improve on this run. There's still 3 minutes and 50 seconds left of qualifying, so people could still go out and do a lap. Takes the last corner very well. Now coming down to the start finish line. Is he going to be able to improve on his time? And comes across the line now. Nope, 4 tenths down, so it doesn't improve on that time of the mistake he done there. Trying to see who else is out on the track. We've got Daz back out onto the track again. Looks like he's going to come and start his flying lap now. Yep, so this is going to be his flying lap as of now. So let's just sit and watch what Daz can do here. Pretty slow through the first couple of corners. No, going through the Curva Grande. I believe this is what this is called. Don't quote me on that one. Breaks down into the chicanes. Goes a little bit on the inside there, which has compromised his corners massively there. And he's a 10th down on this lap. So not a very good lap time from Daz at the moment. Normally calling the Monza specialist with his gearboxes. Very rapid on his gearboxes, and I know that. He's so good on them. But at the minute, not performing to the standard of what I've seen. But there's still time for improvement. 2 minutes 20 left of qualifying. As a car, very laggy there through Ascari. And is 6 tenths down, so this lap is not going to be an improvement. And he's slowed right down, and he's trying to warm the tyres again. So he knows that this run, he's had to abandon it. So I'm trying to see who else is on the track. We've got Gaz down in 9th place with a 1:36, very slow. And beyond the power was, well, it's just, what can I say? It's just on a 1:46, but clearly nowhere near the pace. But the top 8 are not looking too bad, so this could be a pretty close race. I'm hoping this will be a close race with everyone, as Chaos Punks is crossing the white line again. So that's twice I've seen him done it now. If he does it in a race, that's an automatic penalty. I'm not going to tolerate coming out the pits and crossing the white line. It's not the rules of racing, I'm afraid. Even in qualifying as well, you have to respect the track limits. But as we watch Daz again now, coming onto his lap, it's a better chicane there. Still 2 tenths down though. Come up to the Lesmos now. Just going to watch, see what he does. Very good sets of Lesmos there. So now coming down to Ascari again. This is the make or break your lap here. These are pretty quick in the Indycars, I'm not going to lie. Very committed through the corners. Runs a little bit wide, but still 2 tenths down on the lap. He's going to get the slipstream here. Definitely going to get the slipstream from Gaz, I believe. So that probably will help him. But runs a little bit wide because of the downforce effect coming into the corner. So it's made him run a little bit wide there. He's coming down the start finish straight, but he will get the slipstream again from Gaz. This might be an improvement for him, but it's not. 6 thousandths down. Oh, and that's very, very close. And just, yeah, go straight on from that one. Chaos Punks is into 3rd place though. That's very, very good job by him. And I think he's still on a lap as well. Yeah, he's on another lap. So he just crossed the line, I think, with 5 seconds to go there, and I saw on the timer. 3rd place with a 1:30.1. So the new driver is showing a bit of pace. And could be a surprise for the race here. He's currently a 10th down on his lap though, as Gaz is just still driving around the track, but he's just going to be getting in the way. Oh no, and he's run wide. No, that's ruined his time. Downforce effect has definitely affected that, but what can I say with Bad to Bones taking the pole position there of a 1:28.7. That's such a quick time. A second a lap faster than Graham. My money's on Bad to Bones to win this race. I think if he's going to keep this pace up, he'll be on for the win here. But the top 8 only covered by 3 seconds, which is good. But you can see like the top 6 are so close to each other, all within a second, 2 seconds. So you got a 1:28 up to 1:30. So there's definitely going to be a battle here. But I just hope for a good race here. But as I think Gaz is he still driving around the track? Yeah, he's still driving around the track. I know, but that'll be his AI now driving around the track. But there is your pole position, man. Bad to Bones. And what a quick! I can't stress enough how quick that time is. That's unbelievable lap by him. To put out a 1:28.7. Well, as I say, my money is definitely on him for the race. I can't see anyone else winning this. It would definitely be a fight between Graham and Bad. So, but yeah, here are your standings for qualifying. Bad to Bones with 1:28.7. Again, very quick time from him. Grizzly Graham in second, 1:29.7. Chaos Punks, new driver, has done a 1:30.1. Osadi 14 in fourth with a 1:30.2. Daz with a 1:30.5. Pollux with a 1:30.6. The top 6, like, just from 3rd to 6th, are so close in the timings. It's unbelievable. So close. And you got Dino with a 1:31.5. It's just, it's going to be a close race for sure. I just hope that everyone gets through the first corner fine. I just think that I just don't want to see any crashes. I just really hope for a good race on that last time, because Imola was shaping up to be such a good race before. And the Imola race just turned into an absolute shit show. So, but all I've got to do now is just sit and wait now for the race to start. So I can't do anything. If I press that, I go back to the menus. I don't particularly want to do that. So I just have to wait for Daz now to get things going. So we're still just waiting in the lobby. I don't really know what's going on in a minute. Hello? Anyone? There we go. Okay, we're now ready. So, this is the camera angle I have for the start of the race. It's such a great camera angle, but yeah. Now, I'm really hoping for this race to be a clean race. I'm going to be watching a lot for obviously the start of the race and the first few corners. Anything does happen, there'll be penalties dished out. That's what I hope for. But yeah, let's just hope for a good race. That's all I say. So Bad to Bone in first, Grizzly Graham second, and Chaos Punks in third. Top 3 are going to be very, very close. But I think that if Bones gets a good start and just pulls away, he'll just dominate the race. So is this his first pole position in the league? No, he got pole position in Spa, didn't he? Yeah, he got the pole in Spa. So this is going to be his second pole of the season, I believe. So As apparently beyond the power in the bottom right corner is making a pit stop. It's a bit early, but okay. So just gonna sit and just wait for the race to get going, I guess. But as I say, my prediction for the race has definitely got to be Bones. I can't see it being anyone else. Yeah, this race is going to be very, very close between everyone. So, and now all I got to do is just sit and wait here for the race to start, which I have no idea when that's going to be, but it's going to be now. So we are ready to get things set for the Indycar League race at Monza as the lights now come on. And it's lights out, and away we go for the IndyCar League race at Monza. I know Sully 14 has just rocketed again off the line, whether that was a jump start or not, but bad to Bones has a pretty bad start there. Grizzly Graham is going to try and challenge him for second place as they all come into the first corner now. Try and keep it clean, try and keep it cool, which looks like they have. Very, very good job by everyone here, but bad to Bones has had a really bad start there. It's Grizzly Graham now into second place, bad to Bones in third, and Chaos Punks has dropped down into fourth. So they're all pretty spread out, but coming up to the first few corners now, and Graham looks like it's going to be challenging Sully 14, which he has. He's taking him on the inside and taking that lead of the race. I don't really know whether Sully 14 jumped the start there, but he had a very, very quick start, as looks like Daz is going to try and get past Chaos Punks here, but doesn't think about it onto the move onto the inside of the first Lesmo. Oh, there's a bit of action going on here. Sully 14 taking it very wide going into Lesmos, and Bad to Bone is still in third place, so he's not had the best start here, but I have to say congratulations to everyone to having such a clean start for the first lap. Such a clean start as well into the first corner. But your top three at the minute is Graham by O'Sully 14 by Bad to Bones. I don't really know whether O'Sully had a jump start. We'll find out if he goes into the pits or not. But Graham is pulling away now. He's got 1.7 second lead as they come now into the Parabolica. Bad to Bones is right up behind O'Sully 14. Whether it's going to see now if he's going to pull into the pits, whether he had that jump start or not. And looks like he did. Yes, that's so unfortunate for O'Sully. He's made that jump start. Has now got a drive for penalty and all to do again. But now coming down to the main straight now, you've got Graham in first, Bad to Bones in second, and Chaos Punks in third place. A very good job by him, as Daz is in fourth place. Dino's got himself up into fifth place, so very good job by him there. Pollux is down in sixth place. Trying to see if anything else has happened. As Sully 14 is now serving his drive-through penalty. That's so unfortunate for him to have that jump start. But let's go back to the action up and front. So the field are pretty spread out. Not a lot of action going on, but I do believe there will be a battle in our hands later on in the race, and I think you know who's going to be between. It's going to be Graham and Bones, but don't count out Chaos Punks just yet. He's running in third place and having a very good race, considering this is his first race. So if he can keep it clean, keep it calm, keep it collected, he can really challenge for the podium here, if not for the win. So not doing too bad at all, as Daz is in fourth place. You've got Pollux in fifth, Dino's in sixth, Matastrophic in seventh, Beyond the Pal in eighth, Gaz in ninth, and O'Sully 14 with that drive through at the start. Fortunately, that's his second drive through of the season. He's really got to stop mucking up these starts, but I have to say, well done for everyone to keeping that clean into the first few corners as well. I think that's a good job by everyone. That's what we want to see. Such clean racing, and this is what this league's about, clean and fair racing, and that first corner just showed how clean and fair that was as well. So your top three are pretty spread out, and Daz has got past. What's happened to Chaos Punks? He's dropped back down. What's happened to him? He's been challenged by Beyond the Pale here. And Beyond the Pale looks like he's going to think about making a move on the inside, but doesn't think about it this time and has to hang on behind him. So something's happened to Chaos Punks. I might have missed that, but I don't really know what happened. I would say he probably had a little spin or something and there's a drop back down again. But what is that camera angle? Jesus Christ. But there's your top three in frame. everyone's pretty spread out. I was hoping for like more intense racing in a minute, but everyone seems to be pretty spread out. So coming out into the Parabolica, I want to see a battle here. Come on, Bones, give us a battle between you and Graham. I want to see this. I want to see this happen. Let's just have a look at the top speed of Bones. It's 187 miles an hour. Crash, please stop. So, as we can see, coming into the first few corners now, let's just look at your standings at the minute. So you have Graham in first place, Bad to Bones is currently running in second, Daz UK in third, Pollux is in fourth, Dino fifth, Matastrophic sixth, Chaos Punk, who was having a really good race but has dropped back down again. It's not good from him. Beyond the Powers in 8th, Gaz in 9th, and Osali 14 with that drive through in 10th place. So, but yeah, not a lot of action going on in a minute. Everyone's pretty spread out. Don't know when people are going to make their first few pit stops, but I'm just going to see what fuel these guys are on. I think all pretty similar fuel levels at the minute. There is one thing I want to check though. Okay, no, that's fine. That's cool. But your man up in front in a minute is Graham. Not looking like to be challenged at the minute, but only leading by 1.5 seconds. Come on, I want you guys to give me a race here. I want to see a decent race. Oh, as we see, Chaos Punk's trying to get past Matastrophic, having none of that. They're coming down to the start finish straight now. Hasn't used any push to passes yet. Might think about doing it here. Coming to the run up onto the first corner now. He's going to think about making a move on the inside. He's definitely thinking about it, and I think he's going to try and go for it. Maybe go for that late dive bomb, but doesn't think about it this time. Has to hang on in there. So very fair and very clean racing by everybody here. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see in this league. Osali 14 now. It's still last place and not making any ground. Which is such a shame, because I think he would have given people a race. And oh, there's a bit of action here going on between Matastrophic and Chaos Punks. And looks like Beyond the Powers looking to try and get involved going into the Lesmos here. And Chaos Punks has got past Matastrophic. And Beyond the Power looks to think about making a move on the inside. Come on, Lesmo, but doesn't think about it this time. Has to hang on in there. But he's got a pretty good run now. Oh, he's made a little bit of contact. And part of his front wing is now hanging on to his car. Lol, what? Oh, Jesus Christ, that was close. What was that swerving? That's very close by them there, but nearly making contact down the straight. That would have ended in failure. Oh, excuse me. Don't mind me, I'm just dying. But again, Beyond the Power looks like it's going to try to move again on the inside, but doesn't think about it this time. So, currently lap 5 out of 28, and hello. There comes the battle we was waiting for. Bad to Bones and Graham. This is the battle I want to see. 4 attempts behind him now. So, come on, let's have a battle here. Let's have a proper battle here. This is what I want to see, and this is what I think what we all want to see here. So, catching Graham up so quickly. I did say Bad to Bones might be a possible win for this race, but oh, he's right over the back of him now, only a 10th away. Oh, he's literally pushing his car, trying to get him to go faster, but now got onto the run up to Ascari now. Does he think about using a push to pass? No, doesn't think about it, but it's going to wait until the start finish straight. It's going to lose a little bit of that aero coming through Ascari. Might have to slightly lift, but it's all over the back of Graham here, coming up to the run up to the Parabolica. Oh, he's just so close. So here we go then. Start finish straight. Is Bad to Bones gonna think about overtaking him, and I know he definitely will. He wants that victory. He wants that win. He's going to try and go onto the outside as Graham defends onto the inside line there. Coming up to the first turn now. Who's going to break the latest? Who's going to get into the corner first? Oh, there's still side by side, but no, Graham hangs on. Now coming up to the Curva Grande. It's maybe a little bit too far back to think about making a move here. Is he thinking about making a move? No, he doesn't. He's still, yep, too far back in these Indy cars to try and do anything here. But so close from these guys here. Doing such a good job of keeping this race clean. This is what we want to see. This is clean and fair league racing. But again, bad to Bones all over the back. But this is letting Daz, because these two are battling, Daz is catching them up here. So don't rule him out just yet. He's only 3.7 seconds down. And the more these guys battle, the more quicker he will be, and the more he will be up behind him. So here we go, coming up to the parabolic. Okay, he's going to think about making a move. No, a little bit too far back. Now, it's bad to Bones. Is he just going to go for this? Is he just going to use his push to pass to maybe just try and get past everyone? Or try and get past Graham? I don't know. Let's find out. Coming down the start-finish line now. Is he going to try and make a move? He's looking, but not looking hard enough. As he, bro, such late on the brakes there. Nearly going into the back of Graham. But Graham really must be feeling the pressure here. Must be feeling this pressure from Bones. Such clean and fair racing, and this is what we want to see. Oh god, they're just so close to each other. The amount of times these two have been battling onto the track. Well, one of the funny thing is, Graham's on the pad, Bad to Bones is on the steering wheel. So it just goes to show that the pad and the wheel are not so different on this game. If you can have the right setup, you know what to do. You can both be as quick as each other. But now coming up to Ascari is all over the back of Graham here. And he's going to try and have a look on the outside. Coming up to Ascari. This is such a risky move as it goes side by side. But no, Graham's having none of that and still keeps the lead of this race. Oh, this is so close from these two. 34.5 litres of fuel from both of these guys. So I would imagine that Bones is probably running it in lean a little bit, because he's obviously sticking behind the slipstream of Graham. As Bones runs a little bit wide there, coming out the parabolic. That's not what you want to do. Now it's 4 tenths down. Is he going to think about using the push to pass? No, probably doesn't need to. But Graham with that top speed, 194 miles an hour without the slipstream. These guys have just set these gearboxes up to do absolutely mental speeds around here. It's just unbelievable. But Bones dropping a little bit back now from Graham, as Graham trying to edge away, but Bones is having none of that. I'm just going to look back down here and just see, because there's a bit of close action on here. A bit close to each other, but not as much as what these two are. See if we can ride on board with Bad to Bones now. Driving in neutral. Great game this. Such a glitch. Takes Ascari very nicely there. Eight tenths down, so he's dropping back a bit. So Graham is pulling away from him. So with a lot of work to do, but this is all going to come down to the pit stops as well, because I don't think they'll need to change tyres. It's literally just a fuel and go. But now on to lap 10 out of 28. It's lap time already, Jesus Christ. And Bones so late on the brakes there. It looks like he's more confident on the brakes than Graham is though. Oh, but Graham makes a little mistake coming out of the chicane there, and maybe it looks like Bones is going to have a little run on him. I don't know, let's find out. Oh, ever so close between him, but Graham, he knows to defend. He knows to defend, but Bones is looking towards the inside. Doesn't think about it. Doesn't want to do a Sebastian Vettel in 2011. Oh no, and Graham slowed down. I don't really know what happened there. Oh, massive lag. Okay, there was a bit of lag going on. That's always good to see. But oh, I need to catch my breath. Let's have a quick drink. Okay, so now coming through to Ascari. Ever so close between these guys here. Oh, and looks like Graham's made a little mistake there. And Bad to Bones is going to try and look on the outside, come up to the Parabolica. Side by side between these two. Who's got the top speed advantage? It's Graham with that top speed advantage, though. He's just so quick down the straight line. This is where Bones is losing out. It's in the straight line, but I think he makes it all up in the corners. I think this is going to be one now. This might be the one, I'm not sure, but he's definitely getting closer and closer and closer, and Graham's defending. Bones is going to look towards the outside. He's going to think about making a move on the outside. They're still by side, but Graham cuts the first corner there, and Bones is going to try and get past him, and he has, and he's made the move stick there. So very good job by Bad to Bones to get into the lead of the race and overtake him into the first corner. So awesome job by him, but Graham looks like he's going to try and come back at him now. He's going to think about making a move on the inside. Oh, doesn't think about it this time. Oh, was a little bit of a touch there. I'm not too sure. Oh, literally Graham was like pushing him, trying to get him to go faster. Oh, this is the Bad to Bones and Graham show here. This is what I'm watching. Such close racing between these two. But as I say, Graham has got that straight line advantage. Let's go to Graham. Okay, what is that? There we go. Looking to Graham. Look at his top speed, 194 miles an hour, and that's not even a push to pass. That's a joke. Especially in the Indycars, where they're meant to be made for the road racing, not for like oval racing. But this is just mad. But Graham looks like he might be dropping back though. So it looks like we've seen the battle we want to see, but there he goes again, coming down to the main straight now. 194, 95 miles an hour. Look at the straight line advantage he's got. He's just catching him like he's standing still. Can't make the move stick this time, but Bones looks like he's going to have that clean air and try and make the advantage now. I don't know why there's a little triangle next to his name. It's always done that. But we've got Daz in fourth place, in third place, I should say. 5 seconds down the road, so not looking like he's trying to make an advantage here. As we see, where's Sally 14 now? He's in 9th place, and he's 3 seconds behind Beyond the Pale. So unfortunately, he's made that jump start, and he's had to pay the price for it. What could have been of a race, eh? What could have been? But these things always happen. But at least we're getting the race now between these two guys. I forget that there's other people in this league racing. I'm just focusing on these two because they're just so close to each other. But yeah, you can visibly see that Bad to Bones is now starting to pull away. So clearly making that advantage over Graham. Definitely a lot quicker around here. But it just goes to show that Grizzly Graham is on a controller and Bad to Bones is on a wheel. So the difference between the two is not much. They can be very competitive. I want to see where Chaos Punks is. Where is he? He's in 6th place, so he's got himself back up to 6. Doing very well to make that recovery. He was running in 3rd place and looking to have a decent race, but I don't know what happened to him. He made a mistake, but obviously I didn't catch it. But yeah, I gotta say though, well done to everybody at the start of the race there to keep it clean into the first corner. I thought there was going to be absolute chaos, but I'm so glad that everyone got through the first corner so cleanly. That's what we want to see in league racing. There's not really much to commentate on in a minute. It all seems to be pretty spread out. I'm just kind of just watching these two at the minute. But yeah, if anybody does come across this league racing, welcome along. If you want to join, please feel free to send me a message, Reese2692, or send Daz a message, Daz UK70. We'll be happy to get you in if you want to be part of this awesome league racing. Oh, excuse me, it's so hot in here. That's a joke. So hot in this room. Like sweating. It's just gonna sit and watch what these two do now. We can see Graham is still 5/10 behind Bad, so he's not letting him get away here. He's currently used 2 push to passes, but is he going to think about using another one? No, he's going to dive into the pits. So Graham is the first guy into the pits, and maybe Bad will be coming in afterwards as well. And I think Daz is in the pits as well. Yes, Daz has pitted as well, so don't think this will be a tyre change. This is literally just going to be fuel. Wait, what? Okay, what was he doing? He was just like, yeah, I'm just going to change your front left tyre, fuck you. He's telling him to go, and he's off. So, Graham into the pits. You've got Pollux into the pits as well as Dino. Which means Cowspunks has jumped into second place, but still got to make that stop. So, a lot of people are making the stops now. Let's have a look. Let's see where Batter Bones is. So, he's really going to have to push for this in-lap. And it looks like he's doing rightfully so. He's got the clean air. He's got the free air in front of him. So he can really, really push now. But, by God, I think this is going to be so close between these two. But Bad to Bones has got to have a mega in-lap here. No mistakes, no nothing if he wants to keep this lead. Lap 16, he will pit. Coming down the last straight now, coming up to the parabolica. He's going to want to dive into the pits this lap. He's definitely going to want to dive into the pits this lap, I should say. But yeah, here he goes now. Bad to Bones is now coming into the pit lane. Breaking down for the line, which he has done very nicely. But Grizzly Graham took that a little bit faster than what he would have. So, here we go. We can see now, where is Graham on the track? He's coming up to Ascari. Giving it absolutely everything on his outlap. Giving it everything and then some as well. But is that Bones coming out the pits now? Oh no! No, what's happened? They've not fueled his car! No, they've not fueled his car! Oh no, the mechanics have had a dreadful nightmare! The mechanics have not fueled his car! Which means that Graham is going to have the lead of this race. And is Bones going to make it round this lap? Is he going to run out of fuel? He's going to run out of fuel. He's definitely short shifting and got that in lean. Oh no, what has happened? Then the mechanics have an absolute mare. They've not fueled his car. Oh, this is terrible. He's going to run out of fuel. He's not going to make it round into the pits. Is he just going to stay on the track? No, that's it. He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. And that is so, oh, that's so heartbreaking. No, it's absolute heartbreak for Bad to Bones, who's had such a good qualifying and this amazing battle, and Graham has gone past it into the lead. Oh, this is so heartbreaking. That's it. I think he's out of the race now, unless he can return to the pits. I don't think he can. I think he just has to retire. Oh, pardon me, but that's such heartbreak. And hello, who's that? Who's that going slowly? Who was that? Somebody's going slowly there. Yeah, it was Gaz. He was just going really slowly. But oh, what absolute heartbreak for Bad to Bones there. I can't believe that. I really, really cannot believe that. It's going to be such a good battle between them two, and he's had a mare and he's run out of fuel. That's so heartbreaking. I really don't know what to say. I do feel so sorry for him. I really do. But that means that Daz has jumped into second place, and Pollux is now in third place, having made that stop. So he's on the podium position here. But not much going. But oh, what absolute heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak there for Bad to Bones. I feel so sorry for him. I really do. I only say that because I've had that done to me before, and it's just so heartbreaking to see. Oh man, what a waste. What an absolute waste of a race that was for him. It's one of the few reasons why I retired from Project Cars 2 League racing. Because stuff like that happens. Like, you go into a race, you have all your fuel set up and ready, and then what happened to me at Sonoma at the very first race, I went into the pits and they just didn't fuel my car, and the game was just like not having any of it. That's so heartbreaking for Bad to Bones. I really don't know what to say. Well, we can declare that Grizzly Graham is the winner of this race, but oh, such a heartbreak for him. I really don't know what to say. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the race set in motion, really. I can't really see, as Gaz is a lap down, but can't really see anyone else making any inroads now. Just gonna watch this battle here because Study 14 is catching Chaos Punks, so let's not rule them out of this race just yet. Still make up some ground, but now the Bad to Bones and any points, which means Study 14 is definitely going to have the championship advantage. Yeah, such a shame for Bad to Bones, but we're still looking on at this race now. As we can see, Study 14 catching the back of Chaos Punks, so it's 3.1 seconds behind, so he is catching him, but there isn't much going on in this race, to be fair. Kind of more than what I was hoping for, really, but I think we're definitely going to need more drivers, I think. But yeah. As you can see, Study 14 catching the back of Chaos Punks. He's now 1.9 seconds, 2 seconds now. He's definitely on his way to catch him. We're just going to stick with this battle here. As I say, everyone's pretty spread out, so there's a spider. I've just seen a spider crawl up my TV. What are you doing? Sorry about that, I just had to deal with a vile beast that was a spider crawling up my TV. I don't know why it was doing that, but there you go. Oh, it's so hot in this room. So I'm just keeping an eye on this battle here. We are on call. Okay, that's fine. As we can see, still O'Sully 14 catching Chaos Punks. So not long to go now. He's only still to this little concertina effect there coming to the corners. Again, not much happening right now. But we can see that O'Sully 14 is now onto the back of Chaos Punks. Definitely going to try and get that slipstream effect coming down the straight. I want to see what top speed though O'Sully's doing. 194 miles an hour. He's going to think about making a move, but doesn't think about it this time. Has to stay behind him. So wants that 5th place. He wants most amount of points he can get. Now that he's seen that Batter Bones is out of this race, he needs to capitalise on this, because Graham is going to take the full maximum points here, have a huge deficit into his championship lead, and O'Sully 14 is going to take the inside into Chaos Punks and has made that move stick. So that kicks a little bit of wheel spin in the car there, but makes the move done. And is up into 5th place now. So his next target is Dino, and he's only 3 seconds behind him. So it is possible, might be possible to catch him, but I'm not sure yet. But what a race by Pollux. He's just run his own race, done what he's needed to do, and he seized the opportunity from Batter Bones retiring, and he's now into the podium position. So very good job by him there. As Daz, I knew he was going to get onto the podium, but running in 2nd place, but just got nothing on Graham, because Graham has just pulled away. He's out for a Sunday drive. I feel like I'm watching the Sunday drive. Not much action going on the track. Not much at all. I think the next race after this one is Quito, so that's going to be a chaotic race. I know that for a fact. And I think Graham's going to start lap 27, I believe. There he is. Car number 3. Driving that Chevrolet. Chevrolet seem to be the more dominant ones at the minute. Well, actually no, because the Honda, where is he going? Running out so wide, coming out of Ascari. I think he went to Spa and back. And he's lost time because of that, so not a very good job by him. Oh! That's a nice lag there. Do you come here often? So Gaz not having the greatest of races. He's a lap down, but bless him, he's trying. As he runs very wide in the Scara there and lets Graham through. But he's going to come around the parabolic to start his last lap of the race. But what can I say? Faultless by Graham. He's started off in second place. Unfortunately, Bad Bones had to retire because they did not fuel his car, but he sees the opportunity now and is going on to take the win of this race. Has he won any other race? What race did he win? I think he won. Yeah, he won Spa. So I don't think has Bones won a race this season. I don't think he has. No, he hasn't won a race this season, as far as I'm aware. So he's taken a win at Sonoma, he's taken a win at Spa, and now he's on to take the win at Monza. Coming around a couple of Lesmos now, as we see this little triangle next to Sully's name. So he's a few tenths down. This is the last lap, so this is the make or break lap for him if he wants to take that 5th place. But we're just going to stick with Graham. But Sully 14 ran a little bit wide there. That's Graham now. Lap 28 out of 28. So about to finish this race, taking home the maximum points here as Gaz lags to Belgium and back. Coming around the last corner now. And now coming on to the straight. He can just literally cruise down the straight because he knows he's won, and he's weaving from left to right because he knows he's won. He's taken the win at Monza by 13 seconds. An absolute dominant win by Graham here today. As we see Daz comes home in 2nd place and will be his final ever league racing season he's going to do, because he will be retiring after this season. Pollock's absolutely brilliant job by him today, taking home 3rd place here. Awesome job by him. But we see the battle here for 4th place as Dina runs a little bit wide there, and Sully 14 is going to try and look like to capitalise, and he's right onto the back of him coming to the start finish line. He's going to be able to, he's going to use the push to pass it. He's coming to be so close to the line here. Sully 14 has just done it across the line, literally just taken 4th place down the start finish straight. Wow, that was a close finish. I'm so glad I caught that. What a close finish that was. Jesus Christ. Brilliant job by those two there, but O'Sullivan 14 just taking that from him, so getting 4th place. Dino in 5th. Chaos Punks has taken 6th place. Wow, that was an end to the race. Jesus Christ. But there you go. There are your winners today. You have Graham, who's taken the win here by 13.5 seconds. Absolute dominant win. I'm just going to save the replay. Daz in 2nd place and Pollux in 3rd. So they are your podium people here. O'Sully 14 in 4th. Literally just snatching 4th across the line at literally on the last lap at the line from Dino there. And then you got Chaos Punks in 6th, Beyond the Power 7th, Matastrophic 8th, Gaz in 9th. And the only one retiree because of a fuel problem, which is Bad to Bones, which I feel so sorry for. But they're the points they take home today. Graham taking home the maximum 25 points, Daz with 18 points and Pollux with 15 points. So such a good job by everyone there. Your top 3 with Graham with the fastest lap of 1 minute 30. And here are your driver standings. So O'Sully 14 still leading the way on 102 points. And you've got Graham here in 2nd place with 98 points, so not that far behind. But Bad to Bones with that retirement is still in 3rd place, but now still on 70 points. Still, he's not made any further gains. Daz is in 4th place with 64 points. Dino is in 5th place. A very good job by him now on 46 points. So still in the running. You got Pollux in 6th with 27 points. Beyond the Power on 24 points. Matastrophic on 24 as well. They're both tied. Lloyd, I haven't seen in a while. Gaz is on 10 points. Chaos Punks has got 8, and then Welsh and Dino, who just don't race in this anyway. So Constructors, Chevrolet lead the way by 29 points. So yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. That's going to be the race. And anybody who's watched or still is here, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time, which I believe will be for Sakito, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's Sakito for the next race. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.